So I'll kind of start over. So today we're going to be doing hip CARs. CARs is an abbreviation for controlled articulated rotations. So we're just going to try to find the endpoints, of our hips. So just imagine just a lot of internal, external rotations, right? That's the biggest thing. So before we start rotating through those hips, like I said, just starting off nice and simple, nice and easy. Let's go ahead and take your right leg. We're going to bring it out in front. The setup is we want to try to be sitting up as much as we possibly can. We don't want to be leaning on our arm too much. It is there to help us out, but the more upright we can be without leaning on it, the better. We want to make sure our belly, from our belly button to our knee is as straight of a line as it possibly can be. And also those hips are on the ground as much as possible. Of course, this is a 90-90, so front leg is out 90 degrees, back leg is out at 90 degrees. Now, we're going to kind of start right off the gate, and we're going to go through exploring a little bit. So this isn't anything new or groundbreaking, but you're going to take your left hand, and all I want you to do is just follow your hand. So the chest follows the hand across the knee, across the shin, and then across the ankle. I want you to go ahead, get started right now. And the whole point of this is we're just kind of statically letting those hips get in place before we start rotating. All right, letting it settle into this new position before we start cranking in on it. Remember, we're going to try to have that hand and chest following each other. Chest follows the hand, really. Getting down as low as we possibly can. All right, we don't want to force it. Like we're not jerking. You're not going to force yourself down forcefully. Just nice and rhythmically, right? We're just going down a little bit further than the previous time at that angle. We're going to hit a few more, and then we're going to rinse and repeat, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I want you to go ahead, keep going, keep going. All right, keep going. And we'll knock out a few more, and then we'll switch sides. Right, and perfect, go ahead. We'll set all the way up. We're going to go ahead just switching our leg positions. Even before we just start getting after it, wait a moment, let that, let the body get settled, make sure we're set up correctly. Belly button to knee, nice straight line, legs 90 degrees, hips as close to the ground as possible, on the ground as possible. Big deep breath in, exhale, and here we go. We're gonna go ahead and go through it. And also keep in mind, your hips are independent of each other, right? So they're going, so one maybe feel tighter than the other. One might glide more than the other. Perfectly fine. So we're here. And we're actually going to progress, and we're going to start going into our controlled articulated rotations out of this position to start with. So go ahead and give me a few more. Remember, hand, chest follows the hand. Perfect. Yeah, just a few more. That and we'll go ahead, we'll relax right there. Now what we're going to do, as I said earlier, you can have that weight if you want to grab that weight as a counterbalance. If not, you can also imagine you're at Six Flags or a roller coaster. You're going to use that front leg, so your front left leg, as if it's like that harness bar that they usually put in front of you. And from here, all we're going to do is want to take that back leg, which is your right leg, and we're going to bring it to the front. So what I mean by bringing it to the front is I'm up nice and tall as I can, stabilizing by holding onto that left shin. And I'm just going to go ahead, keeping my heel down on the ground, rotate and bring that leg all the way up. And also bringing it all the way back, push it back as far as we can. And we don't have to hold on to the shin. You can have a hand over to the side. Biggest thing is we're just trying to bring your right leg as far forward as possible and bringing it back as far back as we can. While sitting upright, imagine we have a rod in our upper body. And again, like I said in the very beginning, the whole point of this is we're just trying to find the endpoints, how far we can rotate our hip in, as well as how far we can rotate our hip out, right? So we'll go a few more, and then we'll switch it up. We're going to stay in this position, but we're going to get the chest, back, and spine involved as well. All right? Just a few more, Go nice and slow. Really bring it as far forward as you can, and as far back as you can. Really opening up, If you're pacing with me, we'll make this the absolute last one. Right here, perfect. And here we go. Again, up nice and tall. As we're up nice and tall, now what we're going to do, I want you to keep your right heel down into the ground. Make sure that belly button is in line with your left knee, and we're going to actually rotate our shoulders towards this back leg, which should be your right leg. And here's what we're going to do. So again, you can hold it to the shin or one hand on the shin, other hand on the ground, and we're going to rotate. As we rotate, we're just lifting up, opening up, and then coming back down. Again, goal is keeping those heels planted in the ground and then just rotate. We're going to add to this as well. All right, the whole point is we're just opening up, rotating through. Now, what we're going to do to add to this is we're going to go ahead when we're coming forward, and we'll do it now. We're going to go ahead, bring that chest to knee, lean in, then bring it back up, and then rotate over. Okay? Again, nice and slow is the name of the game. We're not rushing through anything. Perfect. Here we go. We're going to add another layer, So this front leg, which should be your left leg, we're going to keep it down on the ground. So the left leg down on the ground, rotate, bring that right leg up, and bring it down. Boom. Left leg stays down, rotate up. And it may not come up as far, and that's fine. We're just trying to get the hips to work opposite of each other, because they do work opposite of each other and independently of each other. We'll go about 2 more if you're pacing with me. That's 1. Perfect. And relax. Go ahead. We're going to switch. So now we're going to just rinse and repeat. It's the same thing. It's just going to be on the opposite side. So starting off right here, and hand on that front roller coaster bar or both. And we're going to go ahead, rotate, keeping the heels down into the ground, and then just rotate back. And we're going to go through the same progression that we went through on the other side. So don't rush it. Again, we want to let the hips get used to this position before we just bang right into our top progression, right? Our top option, however you want to look at it. Go. Now we're going to go ahead, bring the chest to knee, up, and keep in mind, we still have a rod in that upper body. Comes down in one piece, comes up in one piece, and we're rotating. All right, now we're just going to go ahead, keeping that front right shin, leg down on the ground. So it's down on the ground, rotate, open, down, stretch down. Again, nice and slow. Really want you to explore. Go nice and slow. Really try to open up as far as you can. Bringing it down, chest down to the ground. All right. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All we're doing is just opening up, opening up. Heel stays in the ground as well. Bring it down. We're gonna go a few more, then we'll change it up and we'll knock out a few more things. Perfect. Here we go. If you're pacing with me, we'll have two more. So one more after this one. Down. Up. Perfect. And down. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to push back. We're going to go ahead. We're going to have both of our legs out. And we're going to kind of just wrap up everything that we've done. We're not going to do it all over again. But again, we're just going to wrap up what we've done so far. So what we're going to do is, with both of our legs out, the angling is 100% up to you. All we're going to do is we'll start with your left leg. We're just going to bring that left leg. Of course, the heel will come off the ground. So we're going to bring it up, wrap it around, and push back as if we're pushing it back for that 90-degree angle, then bringing it forward. And we're going to rinse and repeat. Do the same thing on the other leg. I want you to go at your own pace. All right. And we're just trying to really open up as far as we can. So here we go together. Left leg. And I'm just going to raise it. And you can use your hands as a brace. I'm just bring my left leg up, back, as far back as it'll go, and then bringing it forward. We're not hanging back there too long right now. And then bringing it forward. Also, as you're doing this, you can lean forward, and we also should feel that hamstring, calf, and ankle getting stretched as well, as we're really pushing those end ranges of our hips. Okay. We'll go a few more, and go from there. Pushing back. Feel free to challenge yourself. Try to go with no hands. Try to go with one hand. All right, up to you. Chest and knee. Here we go. We'll go about facing with me. We'll go one more time each side. So here we go. Left leg, bring it back. Chest and knee. Up. Forward. Here we go. Right leg, bring it back. Chest and knee. Up. Forward. Relax. Breathe. Hips back, spine. Calves, ankles, hopefully feel a little bit better. Again, thanks for watching this video. I hope you take away a few tools that you can use on your everyday life and along your fitness and wellness journey. That said, be safe, be well, until next time.